Hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another week of my life. Today it's 5th of December. 5th of December. I don't know why I said. Today it's the 1st of February and I guess, this is a coincidence. I didn't plan it to be obviously on a... It's just that it's Sunday. It's been another week. And I wanted to do a week review in the usual way. I don't have any particular topic chosen. I could make a myriad of topics. I could talk about whatever, but Hania doesn't seem to be on the Discord, so I think I'm alone again for the stream. We'll see. And yeah, I don't have a lot to say. Well, I have my week to tell, so let's start with that. Last week, Sunday, what did I do? I streamed. Did it snow? I'm looking at my Google Photos, by the way. I'm changing it up. Let's see if I can find my phone. Yo, I didn't see you on the Discord, so I thought maybe you wouldn't get the notifications or something. How is it going for you? I was looking for my phone because the pictures on my Google Photos have not synced up. So I'm going to connect to Wi-Fi to see if I can get them to sync up. Maybe I'll share the Wi-Fi from my computer, even though it will make stream worse, perhaps. Yeah, I think I'll just try to use the Wi-Fi here. And if not... What did you say? I was sick for a week, well, still not 100% fit again, but tomorrow is probably another normal work day again. Well, what did you have? Sick? What kind of sickness was it? Just the classic cold stuff, like when it gets cold and something like this. I wanted my phone to scroll back to Monday or to Saturday or Sunday. On Sunday, I just stayed at home and streamed a little bit. After stream, I had dinner probably and did like that. I only have pictures of myself wearing some kind of like more homey outfits, you could say. Then on Monday, I did laundry, apparently. I don't have any pictures in class, but in class we did something like it's the Fahrzeugausbildung, and we had a nice teacher this week. We've had my little group of 3 people, sometimes 5. We had a teacher that used to do like one of these Fachgespräche. He did them, and he's like pretty funny guy. He's like he's a he's like a fat dude, and well, not super fat, but like kind of chubby dude, and he's like really funny, and he also speaks like pretty clearly and slowly and so on, so it's easy to understand, and also like he makes things, the way he explains things is funny. So our days have been like half of the first day is doing something like in class, reviewing material, or like learning about kind of new components, like some details, new components about the trains. This is the Fahrzeugausbildung, so we're learning about the trains, the trains that we are actually going to drive, like the things that we have to know, which are mostly like things, like what the components are, and like in case something what goes wrong, what you have to do, and things like this. So yeah, I did that. Then that was Monday. I could look up what. Oops, I'm getting cold. I'm picking it up. Oops. You're going to look into it, by the way. I'm not shutting stream off. Well. Hey, ¿qué tal? No, por aquí bien. Estamos. Ahora estamos con lo de los vehículos y tal, entonces es rollo mucho fuera. Estamos en Steinhausen ahí y vamos bastante a los trenes. Como todos los días tenemos un poquito en los trenes, un poquito ahí. Y bueno, en verdad no es hacer mucho, es como hacer casi siempre lo mismo, que es como preparar el tren, pero te va poniendo el profe fallos y tal, entonces como que hay que averiguarlos y eso. La gente sí, en plan, siempre la gente está abrumada un poco, ¿no? Porque como todas las partes de los trenes y todo eso son como difíciles de aprender, como los nombres y eso, pero según parece los exámenes van a ser fáciles. Tenemos el Technic, bueno, y de hecho el Technic Clausur es como de lo que hemos dado ya, o sea que es un poco. Sí, es como que las cosas nuevas son un poco repetición, pero bueno. ¿Tú qué tal, tío, con los autobuses y eso? Ah, joder, ¿ya tienes contacto y todo ahí? ¿El CAP cuánto suele durar? ¿Y el carnet de conducir por qué tarda tanto entonces? Claro, dices en enviarlo, ¿no? En que se envíe. Vale, sí, sí, sí. Sí, literal, vale. Me ha pasado lo mismo a mí. En plan, yo lo he renovado y... En plan, como que me lo mandan a casa, pero a saber cuándo me lo mandan, ¿sabes? Ya me he ido, vamos. Yo que va, que va. De momento seguimos, pero nos van a... Ya nos han dado noticias. En febrero nos vamos. En febrero... Bueno, unos cuantos, los que estamos, entre comillas, solteros, que vivimos como en nuestra casa solos, nos... Ángel vino ya, de verdad. Ángel vino al Rebo. Sí, porque cuando se piraron los de... Tipo, todos los que iban a Stuttgart se piraron a Stuttgart y se vinieron los otros... Leslie, bueno, Rebeca, la novia de Ángel, Johnny y Mayer, se vinieron ellos a nuestra clase, ¿no? Entonces ahora estaban ellos y ellos tres que viven en Augsburgo se quedaron en Augsburgo, pero a los otros dos que estaban como con Deutsche Bahn y todo eso, les han traído con nosotros al Rebu. Parece que, de momento parece que lo está aguantando, ¿sí? Sí, ese examen como que lo repitió, lo aprobó, tal. Fue Zudi como decirle algo rollo, que lo has aprobado, tío, tal. Y como que se le saltaron un poco las lágrimas y tal, porque había sido con mucha presión y no sé qué, pero... Álvaro está jodido porque se cayó haciendo algo de bola y lo que sea y se hizo un esguince. Entonces, con el esguince con la muleta, no puede hacer lo del Fahrzeug este, tío. Ya, hacer deporte es peligroso. Entonces, claro, le han atrasado todo 2 semanas y estaba ahora con los españoles, nosotros, los del segundo grupo, como repasando un poco, perdiendo un poco el, vamos, perdiendo el tiempo. Así como haciendo pasar el tiempo hasta que le metan en un grupo. Otra vez, en otro distinto, cuando ya esté recuperado. Y ese grupo va a ser con todo alemanes, al parecer. O sea que él está jodido, sí. Pero bueno, sí. Hemos mirado los pisos ya, no son hechos de edición, sí, son como de la Deutsche Bahn. Son... Lo bueno es que podemos alargarlos como hasta un año, es decir, que podemos estar ahí un añito por ahí, que se agradece. Y son en Mihailibat. Mihailibat es nuestra línea, es U5. Sí, y es... ¿Te acuerdas dónde nos bajábamos para ir a Steinhausen cuando íbamos en metro y luego cogemos un bus? Es esa parada. No, nos mandan bastante cerca y además lo bueno es que eso está casi incluso aún más cerca de Osbahnhof, que para hacerlo de las prácticas y todo eso va a venir bastante bien. Tenemos sí, ese bus para ir a Steinhausen, tenemos el metro para ir a Osbahnhof. Está cerca en bici, si hace buen tiempo, en bici pues está cerquita también. Tienen como parking para las bicis. Para el coche no hay parking, eso sí. Por eso lo del tema coche, precio de momento hasta agosto tenemos la misma, pagamos lo mismo que ahora, 400 euros estos como simbólicos entre comillas. Y después son precios baratos, son precios así como 700, 900 creo. Está como entre 750 y 920 a lo mejor. Lo que vamos a pagar todavía no nos han dicho exacto. Depende un poco, creo que yo creo que de la habitación también. Pero eso, vamos a pagar eso y lo bueno es que está hasta un año asegurado. Ese contrato como que lo tenemos un año. No, 400 hasta agosto. Pero luego el año en plan la siguiente parte desde agosto hasta que acabe el año, hasta que acabe como los 12 meses, en no sé si esos 700, 900 creo. Es ya más casa, es ya más casa, pero como tamaño esto, tamaño 20 metros cuadrados como esta habitación del Rebo, pero sin que te limpien, sin recepción y todo eso. Es como más un edificio de apartamentos y eso. Sí, un poco menos de tal. Me preocupa un poco el aislamiento, porque lo bueno de esto es que sí que están como bastante aislados por ser un hotel. Ahí a lo mejor incluyo, oyes al vecino ahí, porque no. Veremos cómo está hecho eso. Un poco. Sí. Lo bueno que ya tenemos como ese año lo asegurado para que ya estaremos trabajando, ya tenemos las rutinas, ya conoceremos un poco más, a lo mejor un poco más hablando con los conductores y tal, a ver qué dice cada uno, tal. O sea que sí. Hmm. Sí, eso es, claro, es que está bastante bueno. Hmm. Ya, bueno, es lo que hay. Siempre hay oportunidad de volver, tal, y además en otras condiciones hay más chill, más cual. ¿Cómo repite lo de? Ah. Ah, dices como rollo reformar un, en plan cosas y tal. Sí. Sí. Bueno, lo del trastero tarda más de lo que pensaba, la verdad. Bueno. Sí, ahora la verdad que está bien porque aunque sí que es verdad que sí que la gente sin entender muchas palabras, cuando vas al tren lo ves en directo tal más o menos. Sigue habiendo momentos de confusión, eso sí, con que no sabes muy bien quién, en plan, quién está, tal, o ese tipo de cosas. Es decir, vamos, depende, porque ahora hay como más trenes, no está solo Johannes. Johannes ha vuelto, pero un par de semanas estuvimos en el Johannes, ahora está Johannes como solamente en la parte de teoría y luego en las prácticas nos ponen cada uno quien sea y tal. Y por ejemplo, el trainer que tienen Jacobo y Mateo, con el que hacen la mayoría de las cosas, es un tío que se le entiende súper raro. Es un poco como estiradete, usa un vocabulario así como un poco repipi y tal, y es difícil entenderle, tío. Sí, hacer como el Snellbrain, ponerle radio, no sé qué, el cual, el tal, no sé qué. Seguir el orden. De eso aún todavía no. De eso va a haber como un montón. Esta semana que tenemos lo de los vehículos, tenemos uno la semana que viene y tal. Luego en febrero, ya a partir de febrero como que nos ponen bastantes. Lo tengo apuntado en el móvil, no sé. Vamos. Voy a ir con Ángel, porque en vez de Ángel y Rebeca como que suelen ir juntos, obviamente, y están haciendo bastantes cosas, pero para lo de la conducción lo han puesto conmigo, para poner a Rebeca con los otros de Augsburgo y tal, vamos, con los del otro grupo que estaban, para que vayan como un poco más relajados con ellos, ¿sabes? Para decirles, estos no han conducido tanto como estos otros, tal. Entonces van a ir ellos como en parejas, en dos y yo voy con Ángel y luego lo típico, Gonzalo y... no, vamos, Gonzalo y Álvaro no, claro, Álvaro ya, como está en otro grupo, pues se le han quitado. Álvaro, Leandro con Gonzalo, Jacobo con Mateo y ya está, de verdad. Lernfart. De, mo de momento Lernfart y luego ya es como Fart, Fart. Claro, de momento no hemos conducido nada, hasta tipo desde que nos fuimos no he conducido nada. Solamente hemos estado en el vehículo mirando cosas, partes, tal, pero conducir no. Será el primer día este jueves, o sea que veremos. No, esa será no sé cuándo, creo que es como el 14 de febrero por ahí, después del Technic Clausur que es el 10. Hay es como ese viernes hay algo, luego el lunes siguiente hay otra cosa, en plan vamos a ir a Light Stele, luego vamos a ver el túnel ese. Eso creo que es en un par de semanas todo. Técnica clausura es el examen, sí, de técnica. Escrito, lo típico, como cruces y escribir. No, es más como partes del tren, que tipo lo de los frenos estos, los módulos de frenos, lo de las pastillas, el overlight, partes del overlight, uno eléctrico, ese tipo de cosas. Sí, en teoría Johannes dice que es asequible y tal. Además, como lo estamos repasando entre comillas otra vez al verlo, porque lo que vimos ahí la otra vez era como un poco más genérico y ahora es lo específico de nuestro tren. Y en el Technic Clausura al parecer puedes responder como con lo que sea. Si usas ejemplos genéricos está bien, si usas ejemplos de la 423 está bien. O sea que en principio es como hay bastante... Sí. ¿Cómo? ¿Se ha cortado un momento? Algo del 80% de hecho. Ah, ya. Bueno, al parecer luego lo de rollo a los otros estos que todavía están en la fase del 80%, el grupo de españoles 2 han hecho como una masacre ahí y tal. Eran como 12 y ahora son 8 también. Y como que quitaron, en plan, se quitaron a 4 así como se pusieron como súper duros, tal. El ambiente parecía un poco tenso, no sé qué. No sé. Sí. Y ya está, sí. Bueno, nuestros pisos, a los que nos mudan, son bastante Segarrolandia, en verdad, ¿eh? Porque pasamos por enfrente, tenemos la dirección ya, entonces pasamos por enfrente, aparcamos, miramos como los buzones y tal, y los nombres son todos igual 80% nombre Segarro, algún nombre alemán. Ya, esas semanas han sido duras. He dicho, au, que me... Sí, excepto Álvaro, eso que ya sabes que tal, que le han retrasado y todo eso. Aparte de eso, Jacobo como siempre nervioso, Mateo... Bueno, Mateo parece como más relajado por lo de la novia que tiene y todo eso, pero también como más desconectado, sí. Es tipo más... No sé. Sí. Yo sí, de momento bien, la verdad. Un poco, sí. La verdad que no estoy haciendo mucho aquí en casa y tal. También es como que se me hacen los días más cortos, ¿no? No sé, no me organizo muy bien. Volví a perder el ritmo desde casa y tal, entonces como que cocinar y todo eso yo solo otra vez. Estaba perdiendo bastante tiempo, pero bueno. Bueno, la nieve en España hay más ahí casi que ahora, ¿no? En plan, mi madre me pasó unas fotos de mi pueblo y tal. Ah, va. Sí, más urbano. Bueno, aquí sí que hay nieve. Para ser urbano ha habido un par de días en los que ha habido nieve y tal, y está curioso. Buah, qué va. No he hecho, de ese tipo de cosas no he hecho nada. Rollo casi. Sí, la verdad. Mm. Supongo que te tocaría a ti esperarle un rato, ¿no? Pero... Oh, ya, sí. Además, a principios incluso. Joder. Joder. ¿Prácticas has hecho de ese? Ah, vale. De lujo. Mm. Así además tienes ahí como un poco... Ya te la conoces un poco también, ¿no? Mm. Sí. así, además relajado y tal. Uy. Buah, el tercero ni idea. Como ya no estamos en Agnusfestrasse y todo eso, ya veo poco a la gente. De momento en el Rebo no he notado ningún cambio, pero tampoco. Nos escribió correos eso para avisarnos de lo de las casas y todo eso, pero verla no. Hicimos una reunión para que nos también sobre las casas hace tiempo, pero era online, no sé, que no la vimos y no estuvimos después como charlando ni nada. Sí, sí, solo 423. Un par era así. La 424, como es tan parecida a la 423, igual, no sé. Será como una convalidación fácil después de tenerla, pero ni idea. Eso no es verdad, no he preguntado tampoco. Sí. Sí, no, sí. Las cosas en plan, todo lo que insisten y todo eso no es por el examen de ahora, de febrero, es por el examen de. El de gordo, de verdad. Los de julio, agosto. Esos exámenes son como los tochos que los profesores te pueden preguntar. Sí, julio, como una semana antes de mi cumple, a lo mejor 20 y algo, 20 y pico. Mm. Un par de semanas antes, principios de julio, mediados, son los de escribir, el moral y todo eso. Y después, una semana o dos después, es el de conducir. Tal cual, hay dos partes. Es como. Hay una parte que es literalmente en el tren, te preguntan cosas y te dicen esto, tal, cual, no sé qué, tal, tienes que preparar el tren, todo eso. Y el tío mientras te va preguntando o cosas así. Y luego hay otra que es hacerlo tal cual, como coger preparar el tren de manera rápida, ¿sabes lo que digo? Es como coger el tren que te dan, conducirlo un poquito y hacerte la línea, hacerlo bien y finalizar. También, sí. Aunque si te toca, sepa resolucionarlo. Sí. A lo mejor, sí. Porque además currar, después del examen de aprobarlo, está el mes, este mes, 2 meses que tienes que estar simplemente en la cabina de, en plan, como tocando la puerta de la gente y yendo a su tren para que te deje conducirlo. Yo creo que te son dos, sí. Sí. Nervios, bueno, como de momento van a pasar tantas cosas antes de eso, estoy antes tengo que sacarme el tengo que cual, pues bueno, estoy más pensando así eso en esas cosas, en la de mudanza, tal, cómo será la nueva casa, no sé qué tal. O sea que todo todo eso estoy más nervioso que por claro, sí, comprando cajas y eso. Álvaro también, sí, eso sí es verdad. Álvaro, en plan, de momento, por lo menos por el tiempo de organización y cosas, está con nosotros. Es como nuestro grupo, en ese sentido. Ah, no sé. Tampoco quiero ser demasiado estereotípico tal, porque luego al final es como son en plan son casas de la Deutsche Bahn, ¿sabes? Esa gente también tiene contrato como nosotros de la Deutsche Bahn, no sé qué. Igual son un poco más así, un poco más así, pero bueno, al fin y al cabo serán más o menos normales. Sí, sí, veremos. Sí, ese es el barato, que no subvencionado, pero casi subvencionado. Sería, no sé. Siempre habrá condiciones, algunas. Claro, tú ya empezaste a buscar bastante lejos, eso sí. Ten en cuenta que esto es Mijailibad, que es. No es centro-centro, pero está bien conectado, está cerca, tal cual. Seguirá en venta seguro. Va, de verdad, sí. Te lo pasaré. Sí. Pues es verdad, no lo sé. Supongo que sí, habrá que preguntar. Pero no sé si será tan coñazo. Sí, ahí no hay. ¿Cómo se dice? No hay de esto de basura, en plan de basuras, no sé. No, como que no nos limpian la casa y todo eso. O sea que imagino que a lo mejor también cosas como lo de la alarma de incendios y eso no está tan vigilado y eso será más, un poco más, cada uno suele. Pero el concepto es parecido, yo creo. Es como piso pequeño, cocina pequeña de estas microscópicas, cama, una mesita, baño y poco más. Mm. Por el frío no me preocupo mucho, por el calor más que nada, porque en verano seguramente si son pisos así que no tienen aire acondicionado, en verano sí que puede ser un poco mierda, pero no lo sé, ¿no? En plan no he mirado, pero no. Sí. Sí, mañana más, hay más que clase, sí. 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 Ok, pues habrá que hacer tiempo para vernos y tal. Y estas navidades al final no hice nada. En plan, en diciembre estaba todo liado y tal, y luego en enero sí que tenía igual un par más de días, pero al final no. Sí, la verdad, eso sí se notaba. Que es todo como muy fácil, sale todo solo aquí, digamos en España. Sí, sí, ¿a José la has visto? Claro, sí, él siempre está liado. No tiene suficientes cosas encima. Sí. Va. Hmm. Que vas con confianza, tal, ¿no? Hmm. De lujo. La compañera esta que dices que te pasa, que sabe lo de Frankfurt, eso es compañera también de que se está sacando el carnet de bus. Ah, va, va, va. Hostia. Bueno, joder. Sí, hay demandas siempre hay en todos lados. Sí. Sí. Es verdad. Joder, intensivo. Yo en este ordenador, como no me lo tira, pues nada. Sí. Es verdad, eso era en Japón además, ¿no? Daikoku, sí. Sí. Qué guapo, es verdad. Mm. Forza lo hay en ordenador ya ahora, ¿no? Lo hay en ordenador, ¿no? Ah, sí. Vas a ver. Joder. Sí. Mm. Y van actualizando siempre, van sacando cosas. Todo. Yo, si no decepciona, o si decepciona poco, va a ser un juegazo. Porque como hay... también hay tanto hype que es jodido, pero bueno. Mm. Sí, y ha durado. El primer mes era horrible, sí. Sí, yo creo que solo por eso ya va a merecer la pena. Y a ver luego el online qué montan, pero... Va a estar curioso. Sí, en la tetera esta. Buah, en alemán ni idea. Vas a coja. Puede ser. Comida de esta de microondas del alto. Mítico sushi. Uf. Subtitulado en alemán igual, para pillar alguna palabrilla. Subtitulado en alemán, para pillar alguna palabra. Tal. Era curioso, sí. Ah, es verdad, sí. Sí. Joder. Va, pues que aproveche. Sí, pues sí. A ver, ya me cuentas a ver qué tal le va. Mm. Va, chao. Cuídate tú también. Un abrazo, chao. Okay, I'm back. I had to take it because yesterday at afternoon I was like the day before I was like, hey, yeah, you can call me yesterday afternoon, but yesterday he didn't call me, so today in the morning I was like, hey, you didn't call me, what happened, blah blah blah, and yeah, now he called me, so I didn't want to like to do that. Sorry, Dwarkesh. Sorry, Durvesh. First of all, for calling you Dwarkesh. Second of all, for doing this just when you ask the question, which is actually an interesting question that I did want to get on stream. I don't answer it, and I spent like an hour talking on the phone. Sorry, I didn't close the stream. Why not? Because best stream of 2026. Watching a guy give a call for 45 minutes. Lol. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. Well, not interesting, but like, why not? Why not have it there? And because I don't want to like stop stream, open stream again. So yeah, I can go directly into what I was into. And yeah, basically, how was my week? Oh, by the way, if you are here, Durvesh, again, type it, and I will type the question again, and I will reply it, and if not, I'll leave it for the end. Well, you can say it was different. Yeah. I mean, I think it's not the first time I've taken a call on stream. I think once, when I was doing the job process thing, I did one call on stream. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it did happen. Crazy that I've been, if you think about it, I've been streaming not only for longer than I have been doing train stuff, but also for longer than I've been doing train stuff and learning German and like a little bit extra, right? So, I don't know, in a way, it's interesting. Wait, why do I look kind of fat here? Well, so Monday. Only thing I have are pictures. I washed my hair on Monday. Apparently, they cleaned my room, I guess. I bought some clothes at Aldi. I stayed at home with those clothes. Then Tuesday went to class. We were learning about the parts of the train, all the little boxes that there were on the trains, right? So the boxes that it has under, because it has like every electronic thing and like every Luft thing, it's like down there. Well, not every, but like many things are down there and there are a couple above. So we learn which one are under, which one are above, all of the parts and all of it, and on what they do, etc. Like overviewing again what they do. Then on Wednesday, once again, learning about more of these parts. One day was like parts in general was last week. Then brakes was one of these days. Druckluftversorgung, so like general compressed air stuff, was this week as well. I think the electrical components were also like here, like these kind of Luftkreise. It did snow, by the way, one of these days. I think it was Thursday, because on Wednesday I don't have any pictures of the outside. So I didn't think it was relevant, I guess. Then on Thursday I painted my nails a little bit. I went to a couple of stores to look stuff up or whatever, and then painted my nails, bought some like nail thing for the first time. I'd never done that. I wanted something like a little bit subtle, so I think you can't tell, but they're like a little bit shiny. They were like getting too long, and I was like, they look a little bit ugly without like this. Like au naturel, they look a little bit ugly, and especially like being a little bit long with this kind of white part at the top. So we're like, fuck it, let's paint them. And I think I did okay for the first time. Then on Friday, we had another day of this. And by the way, the train we had this week, all of the days in this week. Yeah, I can tell. I just know that my fingernails will never get that long. Don't you play guitar? Many guitar players that I know like have like a couple of long fingernails. And yeah, on Friday we got the email. We had a nice trainer all this week. So this trainer, in the second part of every day, we went to the train. He talked a little bit about the things or whatever, and made us do like this Vorbereitungsdienst on the train. So every day we do something, and then he puts like failures, and we have to like solve them. And that kind of like loop is fun, and I liked it. So I like the way this trainer approaches it. He has like feedback always, like interesting feedback, and like, I guess, important, you could say. Then Saturday, oh wait, on Thursday I didn't paint my nails. I painted my nails Friday. On Thursday I took a picture of my nails, but because I was going to paint them the next day. Because I also shaped them a little bit with it, but I just bite them the moment I notice they get longer again. So yeah, on Friday I bought some clothes. I bought like some kind of pajama type thing, and like, yeah, some pants. And at the store I went to, like, it was like really nice. Actually, the girl at the store was like super welcoming and super helpful, and she was all like, "Oh, do you want any help?" Blah blah blah. And I was a little bit nervous or whatever, but she was like, "Oh, this is like," oh, she was like very talkative. She was like, "Oh, what a nice sweater you have," blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh," really surprised with that. So that was like a highlight, I guess. Then the next day, aka yesterday, I went to a Flohmarkt, Dagelfing Flohmarkt. It's like a Tränenbahn or something like this, like horse race circuit. Trassenbahn? I don't know. I don't know what it said over there. Trabrennbahn, I think. Trabrennbahn. So I bought a couple of Game Boy games for €6. I think it's a little bit expensive, but at the same time, it's hard to find any Game Boy games. So I was like, fuck it, excited to like finally have gotten successful and able to get Game Boy games. These are the two that I got. This is me afterwards. Okay, these photos are at the boss, I think. Then yeah, I can eliminate this one. This is me waiting for the bus. I thought it was like kind of funny that I was wearing like horse riding boots for like the Trabrennbahn. And I thought it was funny that it was I was wearing like the horse riding boots to the Trabrenbahn Flohmarkt, and that I got a game about horses. So I thought that was funny. And then I went to the gym. I ate. I don't know what I did in the afternoon. While waiting for this call, I mean, I was doing things. I was cooking. I wasn't cooking. I cooked a little bit afterwards, but I was doing things like I washed my hair. I was writing to ChatGPT. I was talking with a friend. So yeah, at the end of I was kind of like busy at the end of the day. The one pig had felt cute, might delete later vibes. I know, lol. And today I just did stream. And like at the morning I ate some food or whatever. Ate these cabbage rolls that I made using a kind of ChatGPT recipe and a little bit of improvisation. I sprinkled like a lot of white pepper and something like that. So yeah. Why does this have 8 views? Like people are coming in, then out, then in, then out, then in, then out. Like who's getting this as a recommendation? And yeah, that's basically what my week has been. I mean, I could like make this stream super long. I could cut it off right here because that's the end of the week. But I have so many like ideas, pending ideas. For example, what Durvesh talked about of like, what's your goal in 2026? Actually, since Durvesh asked, let's answer. So that I can plan a little bit my New Year's resolutions. Maybe I can use it to plan my New Year's resolutions, right? Because it's February, but in my opinion, you can still make New Year resolutions in February. Like, who the fuck cares, right? I guess the problem is that I wanted to do some kind of like review. I mean, I can do it right now, to be honest. Oh. Okay, New Year resolutions 2026. So these are the New Year resolutions 2025, and I already on stream like talked about whether. Well, I'm actually going to do something like this. Can I do? Oops. Like this. Okay. So these were my New Year's resolutions from last year, and this is the original document, I think, and it was like keep a regular schedule of physical activity. I ended up doing less than this, and I think it has actually reflected on my body. I did do 2 times a week. The problem and of you could say regular gym whatever effort, but because it's gym, but it's only 2 days a week and it's like strength focused. So I'm not doing any days of like cardio or something like that, right? So I think I've gained weight because of that. I have been consistent, which is, in my opinion, a success on the New Year resolution stuff. But I should add in the cardio, in my opinion, and like keep and like try to actually achieve that. So I think I am keeping this one. Oops. Include some cardio day. Let's hope Durbeis checks in later what you talked about, since you talk about this question now. Maybe. I don't think so, but I will message him. Maybe if I upload a video with it, I will do that. Okay, let's go back and be like Durbeis. Because he worded it in a particular way. What's your goal in 2026? It's like that wording is like I only have one goal. So since he worded it that way, I want to like, I guess, narrow it down to one goal. The thing is, for example, in my resolution, because the goal to me is kind of known. Like my goal is, I guess, to get my Zusatzbescheinigung. That's my goal, right? To get my train license and like be done with it. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should make another thing or something like this. For example, regularly check my sitios list to explore my environment. I think I didn't do that last year, and I think it's not the kind of goal that I'm like, I didn't do it, and I'm going to do it now. I'm going to be more like, I'm going to write the Zusatzbescheinigung goal, since you said it's a good goal, I think, to reflect that it was the first goal that I thought of. Zusatzbescheinigung. I mean, I guess, imagine for example, that I do all of those. Imagine I keep my regular physical activity, I do a couple of other things or whatever, but I fail at my Zusatzbescheinigung, right? I mean, that would be kind of a little bit, I don't know. I think that I wouldn't want that to happen. So I think I do need to adjust my New Year's resolutions a little bit in order to make it compatible with this. I mean, the thing why I'm not worried is that I'm literally not worried. I think I'm going to get my Zusatzbescheinigung. It's basically like something I know it's going to happen. And I would hope it's in the first try. Things can go wrong, but I think it's going to be on the first try. And yeah, what I was saying about this regularly check my CTOs list is that I'm actually, I don't know, I've kind of changed my mind. I guess going into Germany, I was something like, I want to explore my environment, blah, 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 right? But I feel like there's a reason why I haven't done that. And I feel like while I do want to be open to explore my environment, etc., I feel like it needs to be approached from a different angle or something like that. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I have, for example, I guess other categories of like worries that worry me more, that I don't know, that I don't want to be distracted from by introducing like additional resolutions. You know what I mean? The thing is that these other questions are like harder to put down in resolutions form. So maybe I need to think about that. Because, for example, this physical activity thing is in part like an aesthetic thing, right? I want to achieve a certain body type. And yeah. And there are some other goals that are kind of related to that, right? That kind of go attached to this aesthetic goal, right? But that they are harder to pinpoint, right? It's like make my style better, right? Does it mean it's bad now and it has to become better? Does it mean it's like good enough now and it has to become better? What does exactly aesthetics mean? Also, for example, how do I sound? That is part of like the audiovisual package, you know? So so do I need to change how I sound also a little bit? For example, in Germany, it also makes sense to like improve pronunciation and like to make my German better, blah, blah, blah. That also would align with Zusatzbescheinigung thing, but I don't know, right? It's like, it's not exactly, blah, blah. It's hard to put down. I think I want to include that, I guess. Make my German better. I'm going to put the ones that are kind of like 2 strength days plus 2 cardio days. These are like the concrete goals. These are like, I'm going to put the space and be like, I don't know, I think, what's Zusatzbescheinigung mean? Hey, you're here. I'm doing right now like a train driver license. And in Germany, like train driver licenses, in Germany and Europe actually, they have like 2 parts. One is like a small driving license that lets you kind of like enables you to drive trains technically in all of Europe, but the second part of the license is like dependent on which company you work with, and the company lets you drive their trains, and this license is called Zusatzbescheinigung in Germany. And right now I'm studying that, so my goal in 2026 is like to actually get my train driver's license. And I'm including also goals, right? That's, I guess, my main goal, right? I have other goals, and other goals could even be said to be more important than that. Because even if I don't get the Zusatzbescheinigung, for example, even if I don't get my train driving license, I could do other things, right? But there are some other goals, I guess, that are more important for me to achieve. But also, I don't want to like cap a timing interval and say I have to achieve them this year or whatever, right? It's more like, I don't know, related to other stuff. And yeah, I'm now writing goals, for example, make my German better. I need to improve my German in order to pass the Zusatzbescheinigung, probably a little bit, probably not super dramatically, but probably somewhat. I think you could say 75% there, and I could like maybe with luck get it, but with bad luck, I would get like too overwhelmed and maybe not do well. And yeah, this year, for example, has started a little bit lazy in that sense. Well, not sure if lazy is the word, but I guess I haven't done on the afternoons, for example, I haven't done a lot of work that is related to this like this. Your journey was supposed to be 100 days, bro. Has reached day 331. The fuck? I mean, maybe it's even more, by the way. Had no reason to stop at this point, I guess, and at this point it would be weird to stop counting, kind of, right? By the way, the count is probably wrong. I've probably done like maybe 350 or something, because some days I probably forget to upgrade the counter. I don't think I've ever upgraded the counter more than it should have. For example, it's never been like 330 and I put 340. But there's certainly been days where I've like started stream and haven't changed the number. That's happened. So it's probably more like 340, 350 maybe days that I have streamed. But I used to stream almost every day for the first 100 days, I guess. And then after 200, I think, it was like once a week. So the last 100 streams have been almost 2 years, right? Versus the previous like 5 months or something like this. So it's actually kind of crazy, to be honest, if you think about it. By the way, Durvesh, what are your goals for 2026? Or your main goal and other goals for 2026? And Hania too, if you want. What are your goals for 2026? What are you actually passionate about? That's interesting. It's difficult for me to know that question. I think right now the problem is that I can't answer the question. I think right now I'm at a point in my life where I'm more kind of frustrated and things like this, right? About certain things that keep me from like being able to find my passions or whatever, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like you can be like, whoa, you find something and you are able to like pour your everything into it and everything else disappears, right? Right now, I don't have anything where everything else disappears, right? Right now, I have something that is like always there, but that is not a good thing, right? It's not a good thing that is like a passion, right? It's more like something bad that is always like there, right? And therefore, my passion, you could say the thing I'm most passionate about right now is actually a bad thing. It's actually like something bad. So, yeah, that's why I can't answer like what am I actually passionate about. Man, you know me, I don't really have a goal. Don't analyze from boredom. I mean, tough goal, but yeah, I mean, I hope you do achieve the goal, obviously. And yeah. I mean, not living with goals can be fine, I guess. I mean, it doesn't sound super fine worded that way, to be honest, so I wouldn't say that sounds really fine, but I'm not like necessarily team pro goals blanket, right? Blanket making everyone have goals. What about you, Durvesh? You didn't answer. What is your goal for 2026 or your goals for 2026? I'm going to check your channel out. Let's see. Wait, what's this? Replica? You used to have shorts, I remember, right? Did you have shorts or not? I remember you had shorts. You had like a reel of an editing reel or something? Well, goals. Get health, currently in my 1 year of my BE in Comp Eng, and try to get good at coding, specifically be a good web dev. Did you find me when I was doing web dev streams, maybe? I remember when I used to do that. You tried to make the intro of the original video given below. This is actually a good thing. Koi, Bail, Buddhi, E, Oga, Hoyo, soft drinks, Peta, H. Only a fool would be the one who drinks soft drinks. I mean. Well, actually, let's listen with audio. Maybe the audio is like...
Will never once try to sell you on their products. They sell an idea.
I mean, it's actually pretty good. The fonts are worse, in my opinion. But the effect is like, well... I used to edit video previously, and yeah, I had shorts unlisted it. I unlisted it. Currently active on my LinkedIn, Durvesh Gaikwad. I'll add you. I don't use LinkedIn lately, to be honest, because I already have a job, right? But actually, recently I did send like some guy a message on LinkedIn because I was like, I liked your videos, and I was like, let's add you. And well, I use the free fonts. They mostly use paid fonts. Okay. So you weren't skimping out. Okay. I see. I mean, there's usually ways to like get them pirated, but bro, LinkedIn is so slow. I mean, your profile picture is so funny. I was literally doing the same thing, man. I was doing also the MERN stack. I was so bad at it, though. Like, every step seemed so annoying. You might also check out some of my projects in my post. Let's see. Stack Overflow clone. Live demo. Backend is on free tier. So the first request may take 2-3 minutes to start. In my opinion, it's too generic. In my opinion, for a project to be like, whoa, you have to be like specific about something. You know what I mean? Okay, full stack recipe and meal planner. I guess this is something a little bit better. I built this project for one of my friends, and honestly, I learned a lot from the experience. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this is better. Okay, I was judging too much. Oh, cool. What did you stop? Thoughts on restarting your main stack? XD. I forgot what I stopped. I actually forgot. I think I lost confidence in myself. I was like, because I did do the MERN stack, but I didn't do like full MERN stack. You know what I mean? I was like, doing a little bit of MERN stack, but I wasn't good at the R part, so I wasn't good at React. At all of the like views in the things inside React, I forgot what they call, like views, I think, right? And like the components, React is big on components, right? It's big on components and state. Components and state, for me, I don't know, it's like I wasn't good enough at components and stack and state to for me to be able to claim that I'm good at MERN, for example, right? Mongo. I also wasn't good enough at Mongo. I knew got to connect to Mongo Atlas or whatever, right? But I didn't ever deploy Mongo locally or like actually knew how Mongo works. So I don't know. The Express, I mean, routing and all this, I guess I also kind of knew, but I was good at routing, right? I don't know. I never felt good at anything, right? So I was like, pff. I applied at several companies as well. I applied to like a Facton and my applications. When I apply, right, it's not a simple application. Hit LinkedIn, click apply and be done. It was like make a video, write to the email, find some contact or whatever, and it's like I never got responses or anything like this, right? So yeah, I also was shooting kind of high. You mostly had done React only. The backend is the part where I struggled, but finally got through it. Oh. Uber clone. Uber clone is also generic. I mean, that's also my problem, right? My projects weren't good because I was avoiding doing the generic things, but by the way, my opinion on the LinkedIn, you should only post things that are not generic, right? If you do something generic, you can do it, but you don't you shouldn't post it, at least on LinkedIn, in my opinion. It's hard to put this into, like, it's hard for me to give advice, by the way, because I haven't, for advice, you should listen to people who are where you want to be, I guess, right? So don't necessarily listen to me too much. But my view on this world, right, on full stack, blah, 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 etc., is that with AI, it's like so easy to do it yourself, etc., right? So doing something easy like this is really easy. Doing something difficult and working with other people, that's what's hard, and proving that is hard. So in my opinion, it's like something that would be valuable would be for you to do a project with someone else. A couple of people, right? 2 or 3 people working on a project together where each of you have like different responsibilities or something, and like you show that you know how to work on a team or something like this, right? You know how version control works, blah, blah, blah. Elaborate generic for me. Generic, I don't know, it's like Uber clone, Supabase clone, Stack Overflow clone, these kind of things are generic. Recipe site, that's less generic, I guess. But when I say specific, it's like when I say generic, the opposite of that is specific. So you, in my opinion, you have to do something specific, right? It's like you have to think, I am Durvesh Gaikwad, what's specific about me or something, right? And I don't know, right? So I can't say. But for example, I know that you edit video or something, right? That you have edited video. So you have to, like, if you find a way to connect that and make a full stack video application, a full stack web app about video editing or something like this, then it's like you have connected 2 sides of yourself that only you could have done, right? So something like this. It's like I used to edit video, and I don't know. The problem is that it's hard to have problems. You know what I mean? It's actually hard to have problems that can be solved by a full stack web application. But imagine something like I had too many clients that's a good problem to have. So it's actually not realistic, right? But for example, I don't know. I had too many ideas for my videos or something, right? I had too many ideas for my videos, and I wanted an application that gave me a clean. It's like you have to set something that is like unique to you, right? It has to be unique to you, and it has to be like the goals have to be clear and have to make sense. You know what I mean? So unique to you. So it has to be, for example, I'm using it as an example, but for example, if you used to edit video or something, it has to be unique to the thing that you did, which is edit video. Then unique, like have clear goals. It can't be like I used to edit video, so I made a Netflix clone, right? Netflix clone is too big. It's like you don't have Netflix infrastructure. It doesn't make any sense for you to build a Netflix clone, because it makes a sense for you to build a Netflix clone to learn how full stack applications work, right? In that sense, I'm not saying don't build the Netflix clone. I'm saying like when you're like presenting a project for someone else or something, right? You have to be like, you have to think in these terms, in my opinion, right? It's my opinion. And it's like it doesn't make sense for you to build a Netflix clone in order for it to be like a successful portfolio piece. You know what I mean? It's like for it to be a successful portfolio piece, it has to actually have solved something, right? It has to be like, I used to have this problem with the video thing, so I built this application that really clearly displayed the future ideas and ordered them in terms of priority so that I could have them up on my big screen or something, or so that I could also check them out on my phone whenever I was away, right? So to have this, why would you build something that is already there, easy to see, like a notes application? It's like, oh, because I want to access it from my phone and from my computer and blah, 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 right? For whatever reason, it wouldn't, I don't know. It's hard to have problems, which is what I mean, but so it's hard for me to come up with actual specific examples. That's the difficult part, obviously. But that's what I mean with the generic. Well, AI makes it easy, but you have to tackle with the edge case and performance issues that requires good developer to solve. I will be working on a programmer's dashboard soon for my hackathon project, an AI system that detects why engineering students fail coding interviews and fix it adaptively over time. That sounds kind of interesting, I guess. Programmers, that is better in the sense, right, that it is kind of like more specific related to the problem, right? It's like you are a coding and engineering student, so it's kind of more unique in a way. But in my opinion, that's a difficult problem, like, because, for example, if you want to detect why engineering students fail coding interviews, you have to know why people fail coding interviews. Therefore, you can't be the one who is doing coding interviews. You have to be the one who is like interviewing people, right? So it's like a bit too much. You have to, like, in my opinion, you have to change the angle. You have to change the angle to a little bit more like, I did this to practice, right? It's like I did this to prepare myself for coding interviews, right? Or something like that. It's like I created some AI thing to catch my mistakes before I go into coding interviews, or something like this. You need to like fit it back to yourself. Education system often follows a fixed one-size-fits-all model, while modern digital platforms adapt continuously to different behavior. This lack of personalization creates significant further holders for aspiring dev. No idea what you just said. Education system often follows a fixed one-size-fits-all model, while modern digital platforms adapt continuously to user behavior. Yeah, I guess. But that's like on the side. That's like your pitch for the coding engineer, like by the why, like the moat, right, of your thing, like why your programmer's dashboard will detect these failed things, right? I mean, if that is solid, it could be. But that's like too nebulous, you know what I mean? It's like it's like modern digital platforms adapt, right? But adapt how? And like, how is the thing you are creating adapting if... Yeah. So the project is about getting your personalized roadmap according to your hurdles and weaknesses. Yeah, that sounds interesting. But in my opinion, like, the angle is important, right? If you create an angle that is like too unrealistic, it sounds generic. If you create an angle that sounds realistic, it starts to sound specific. You know what I mean? If you say, I created this to improve education worldwide or something like this, right? It sounds generic because it's like aiming for everyone. It's like when you are creating portfolio pieces, you have to like think the opposite of, well, actually not the opposite, but it has to be like a little bit of a small, right? It has to, if you think big, it sounds too generic. If you think big and it's not like a startup raising capital, it sounds like, yeah, like too out there, right? I don't know. These are just my thoughts. I'm not there either, right? I'm not a developer, and I'm not someone hiring either. But if I were to hire someone, that's how I would do it, right? That's the kind of pieces of portfolio I would look at, and something like this, right? It's like, I think at this point, it's like when you're looking for junior developers and something like this, right? You're not looking for someone who is like great at technical abilities. You're looking more at someone like who can bring ideas to the, who can bring what's being discussed into code or something, who can work in teams, who can learn in that way, who can like apply project-based learning, blah blah blah. This kind of, I don't know, kind of keyword things, but that are kind of like also relevant. Maybe I should get into tech hiring, tech recruiting. I'm sure they get paid a little bit. LinkedIn is funny though. I would keep using LinkedIn, but I don't know. I would tell you to change a little bit the way you use LinkedIn. I don't know. I would experiment on LinkedIn a little bit more, right? I would try to be a little bit riskier on LinkedIn, actually. I mean, I didn't actually do it, so it's not good. Like, it's not advice on experience, But it's like, if I were to go hard on LinkedIn, I would risk a little bit more. I know a girl from Twitter who used to have a LinkedIn, and she literally posted nudes on LinkedIn. I mean, I'm not telling you to post nudes on LinkedIn, but I'm telling kind of the vibe shift of the type of shit that actually can go in. She got banned on LinkedIn, by the way. I mean, obviously she was kind of posting nudes, but it's she was doing some kind of consulting of I don't know, sexual energy consulting or something, right? So obviously for sexual energy type consulting, she had to post a little bit of sexual energy things or whatever, right? But so don't post nudes on LinkedIn, but it's seeing something that kind of shocking on LinkedIn is actually I don't know, it's interesting, right? And I think right now it's not it's not the beginning of LinkedIn, right? We've been having LinkedIn, so what's going on LinkedIn, man? It was crazy, to be honest. Yeah. She is crazy. She's still on Twitter. This is her. I can't find the account. Here. I know her from Twitter. I mean, I don't know her. I also unfollowed, by the way, because she used to post a lot of pictures where she was barely naked, right? So I didn't want to when I was scrolling timeline on the bus or whatever to see a naked woman, right? And her LinkedIn was also this, right? She has this, right? I run a mystery school, hang out with my beloved, and teach women how to be adored by men, or something like that, right? She had this kind of consulting business or something. Let's see if I can click on the media tab and I don't get a 9 nude in the first 9, I'm following. Let's see. I'm following. She will also not post the legit nudes all the time, but for example, a picture like this or something, but with way less clothes, with just the thing on LinkedIn, and the caption is something like, I use my sexual energy to blah blah blah, right? And it's fucking LinkedIn. I thought that was yo, this girl is doing some dope shit, right? This girl is thinking different, right? She got banned. She played too high, but she was playing the right game, in my opinion. By the way, do you have a discourse about something in Discord by live stream 1-2 years ago? Still have your Discord server? Yeah, I use this server every day. Well, every day that I stream, I use it. Here, if you click on the notifications role and you apply it to yourself, or maybe you can't apply it to yourself, I don't know. Maybe I have to put it on you. You get like the notification when I stream. And I know you're here because you're here, by the way. In the bar, on the right. So yeah, in my opinion, that's kind of like the posting that I would like to see on that it's interesting to see on LinkedIn. For example, when it's kind of like, I mean, when you're posting from your angle, you know what I mean? So, for example, my brother is also on LinkedIn. My brother is an architect in his master's, and he does like small personal projects, and he posts those. And in my opinion, that's interesting, right? He doesn't need to like post super risky stuff or whatever, because the things he's doing are already like interesting enough. You know what I mean? Because it's like so niche. He's doing like using plugins, like creating plugins for a software for architecture, for doing like things that are very related to like the things he's working on at that specific moment. So doing some animations or some things like this. So, for example, to my brother, I wouldn't say anything, right? He's doing it already better. I mean, maybe if I were to like investigate or whatever, I could actually say something, but it's not something like that comes to mind right at this moment, right? It's more like there's probably like everyone can improve all the time at all moments, but like the basics are more or less there. In your case, I think that your profile is like kind of like, yeah, I don't know. It's like, I would say not hireable, like not too hireable. It's like not too distinct to not to hire you over anyone else. You know what I mean? That's kind of the vibe that I get. So in order to break with that, I would have to change things, right? I would like do more risky things, in my opinion. I didn't do it, I repeat, I didn't do it actually. When I was trying to get hired on LinkedIn or whatever, I didn't actually do it. But I was doing it a risky way. But I failed, by the way. I also failed. I did try to do risky things, and I failed. So maybe risky is actually not worth it. Risk has the risk of failure, by the way. That's the thing about risk that people don't talk about a lot. For example, if you buy cryptocurrency or whatever, well, actually people do talk a lot talk about it a lot. If you buy cryptocurrency, the risk of it going to zero is like higher than something else's risk of going to zero. Or like the risk of like high volatility is like higher than other things. It's like there is no free stuff, I guess. Everything has a risk. But higher risk, higher reward, and all those things. You do any physical activities like any sport or something? We can actually go back to me, actually. Yeah. Going back to me. Yes. I already do this. Let's see. I do this. Strength. 2 strength days. That's why my goal is to include 1 or 2 cardio days. I go to the gym, basically. I go to the gym. I don't jog anymore. And I walk a little bit, but I don't count it as physical activity. Like my job isn't to sit on a chair all day as a student. Lately, it's more like walk around a little bit, go to the train, go to there, go to class, go back to class, and we have to walk. I don't know. It's like 5,000 steps every day or something like this. Probably reached. I don't know how to see the steps. This week, steps average 7,000. So it's like just day-to-day activities walking is like 7,000 steps this week. So yeah, in that case, that is also a little bit my physical activity. I guess the problem with the rest of the resolutions is that I don't want to, like, I'm not sure how to measure progress, how to... Same with make my German better, right? Make my German better, good enough German would be like in my Zusatzbeschädigung to be like comfortable explaining things or whatever. Maybe one day I could do some kind of stream explaining train parts or something like this, practicing like that. Like I used to have this couple of streams practicing German and things like this. Maybe I could bring that back and actually say, okay, I'm committing to this. The problem is that with train stuff, it's always like everything is like, ooh, it's kind of like secret, blah, blah, the Deutsche Bahn internal or something. So it's like, ooh. What was your main motive on starting your journey on YouTube? When I started, my main motive is different than why I keep doing it, by the way. But my main motive was actually believing like there is opportunity for me to, and when I say opportunity, back then, I think I did mean money, right? I did partly money and partly like satisfaction and connecting with people, connecting with an audience. It's like I think not money. I think when I started, I didn't believe I was getting rich, but I believed I was getting opportunities, and I believe I would get opportunities, and I believed I would get like contact with people, like I would reach interesting people and such, right? And I think to an extent I have succeeded, right? For example, watching my stream is Honey on many days, right? And watching my stream is right now you, right? And I did get like one editing gig that was interesting, although I didn't get paid a lot. I did get one, but the editing gig was through Twitter actually that I got it, but through having my YouTube. My thought is like do something big in 1-2 weeks rather than doing small things every day on social. What do you mean that for YouTube? Like what do you think like the next big thing you can do to boost yourself on YouTube? So yeah, my main motive was believing I would find like what I meant is that I think it has been lacking in opportunities in my case, right? And also, I guess the scale. I also expected things to scale a little bit more. So for example, instead of like one interesting person watching my stream 300 days, I expected maybe at the end of day 300 of being consistent with something to have, I don't know, let's say 10, right? So I guess I expected more in quantity. I actually expected way more, to be honest. I believed something, like I had kind of like a religious faith in the algorithm. I believed that the algorithm would bring to me those who would be interested, right? I believed the algorithm would find them. And it found one person, which is enough, or like two. Or maybe if you count also the Vietnamese person and like a couple of more people who have swung by on stream like at the very beginning, maybe it has found like 10 in total or something like that. But I expected a little bit more, you know? And I don't know what you mean with my thought is like do something big in 1-2 weeks rather than do something small things every day on social. What do you mean by that? In my opinion, it depends on what you want. If you want to be big on social, you have to do small things every day on social. If you want to be big on YouTube or something, you have to be big on that. And people retention these days, they cannot watch streams and rather prefer short videos with full on knowledgeable thoughts on recent things happening on the world. I don't know. I guess I've never thought a lot about short video in general, right? I follow some interesting stuff on short video. A couple of creators that have done that have done short videos with full-on knowledgeable thoughts, or like a youth perspective on, or like something like this, or like a digested perspective on. And I think those things are like interesting, right? For example, if I was like very pro-Palestine, for example, I would do things like do TikToks on Palestine, because that's where the people are like being informed these days, right? People are being informed on TikTok. So if you are not there, the people who are like pro-Israel doing TikTok are going to get more views than you, therefore worse, right? So I would do that. But for things like thinking personally about myself or things like this, I don't think it was the way I wanted to go, because it's like the audience isn't like really there for you, you know. So I don't really know about viral. I forgot about viral. I think I've never thought too much about viral. Like I've never thought about viral engines, you know. I've never thought about engineering virality. I've always thought more about consistency and all this. Right? I've always thought more, how can I be consistent on this? And the way I found consistency was like streaming once a week, for example. That's my way of being consistent. I can do that, and I will do that. And I have like, the problem is that I underestimated the time it takes. It takes a lot more than a lot more. Maybe when I get to 10 years doing this consistently, and it's a lot, maybe then by the end of year 10, something interesting will have arisen. But 10 years is a lot, like it's a lot. So, yeah. By the way, TikTok banned in India. I forgot about that. True. That's why I see so many reels from Instagram from India, I guess, because Instagram Reels is not banned, right? Do you think you can stand out on social media any day? Me? You mean if I can do it, or if people in general can do it, or who can do it? I don't know. I mean, I think these days, social media, if you think about it, I mean, I believe two things at the same time. I believe both, that like social media is overrated, as it's like it's simplified how easy you can make money and things like this, right? Especially money and be viral. It's simplified how easy that is. And also, it's underestimated how easy some other things are, for example. I feel like learning about interesting things, finding interesting people who are like willing to conversate, and those kind of things are way easier than people think, or like that. It's like, it's not on the consciousness of people, I guess, right? But making money and on the left side, there's also like finding opportunities, you know, finding opportunities to do interesting things. All of those three things are underrated in my opinion. And the things like making money, being popular, and those kind of, and like getting a lot of attention and views, etc. Those three things are like overestimated how easy it is to achieve that, right? So for example, everyone wants to make money on the internet, everyone wants to be popular, and everyone wants to be viral, and everyone wants to have a lot of views, etc., right? But less people want to like meet other interesting people, or meet, or like find cool opportunities that are a little bit niche, or make friends from other parts of the world, that kind of thing, right? That's the kind of thing that, or like meet people with the interests that are similar to you. Those are the things that are still, in my opinion, underestimated, you know? So in my opinion, if you are like, how can you stand out? It's like if you do the things on the left, right? If you do the things that, if you like kind of try to make friends and you kind of like do, it's like you will stand out not on the global scale, but you will stand out among the people that are looking for money, looking for views, and looking for followers. You will stand out if you do the things on the left, right? If you try to make friends, if you try to find interesting opportunities, like to help out, to like be involved in stuff, right? To help build stuff. And if you do those kind of things, it's like you will stand out, in my opinion. It was nice talking to you, man. Go to sleep now. Uni tomorrow. Surely will come back on streams whenever I am free. Nice to talk to you as well. Hope uni goes well for you and sleep well. Not gonna lie, with all the trends on TikTok, I couldn't care less if they ban it. I mean, some of them were really annoying. I mean, to me, usually banning is bad, right? So I'm not in favor of like banning TikTok. It's like TikTok is fine, right? But I don't know. Banning is an interesting decision, you know? It's like he doesn't have TikTok, but he has Instagram Reels, right? It's like banning TikTok wasn't because of the trends on TikTok. It was because TikTok is owned by China, I guess, or something. Like it has to do with those kind of political things or whatever, right? It's not because short form video is like rotting your brain. Because you can just go on YouTube Shorts in India, right? Or you can just go on Instagram Reels in India. So it's like banning TikTok in that context is bad. It's like why TikTok no, why no TikTok, and why yes the other two, right? It's like makes no sense. It's like if it's technically possible to regulate how many hours of short form video people under 18 can watch or whatever, and our government does that, it's like okay, that makes sense. It's impossible physically, right, to do it, I guess. Probably it's technologically impossible to achieve, but if someone did that, okay. Okay, wait a moment. I have to sort something organizational. I'm going to Langvid tomorrow. Langvid. Passing Betriebsbahnhof. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care about that part, but since I don't watch TikTok or Insta videos or shorts or whatever Twitter calls that, if they have that too, I just don't care for any of it. Yeah. My YouTube recommendations are currently so bad that I click not interested in almost every video, but the rest are not ones I want to watch now, but the rest are not what. But rather stuff I might to watch another day. So I get recommended again, those recommended again, a new carbo. Yeah, I guess that happens to me a lot as well. I get recommended a lot of stuff that I'm like, oh. 5 rows with 3 videos. But it doesn't reload the new spaces with new videos. Let's see mine. I mean, I would watch this one. I mean, I like this channel, but I wouldn't watch this video because it's a channel about cars and he's talking about negotiating. So I guess maybe it would pique my interests or whatever, but I could watch it. This one is a paid movie. I would watch it, but I mean, it's like 1 hour, 130 minutes. I don't know. Cole is extremely dumb. I would probably click on this video and play it while I do something else. Shorts. I mean, shorts are like they explain themselves, right? It's like, why would anyone click on this? Obvious reasons, right? And his shorts I watch often. Moldbook situation. I would actually click on this. I'm curious about that. Moldbook is actually something that has been going on Twitter. And it's like cloud agents doing things. And I want to know why it's called Moldbook, for example. Iced Coffee Hour with Dog Demuro. I would probably watch this. But not now, as you say. This one, I could probably watch this, but because of the channel, but not the video itself. It doesn't interest me that much. But maybe I would watch it. More shorts. This one I will watch. This one is intriguing, so I could watch it. I mean, to be honest, I would watch many things. This one, maybe not. Yeah, thanks to a plugin, I don't get shorts recommended, and I love that. I don't mind because I do watch shorts sometimes, but I feel like after reloading, you get the same recommendations over and over. In my case, sometimes they switch a little. I've gotten this video recommended again. They switch, for example. Maybe this video, the next time I reload, this video, for example, has been on top. 2 days ago, it was on top. What's the best third car? This one I will probably watch because it sounds like an interesting concept. I've been watching a ton of Alex Hormozy. In general, I would say I would have something to watch, but I tend to scroll more than I expected. That is true. I've been watching more from this page right now, from the notifications, something from this, for example. And guess what? I have like the Minecraft Among Us and VTuber clips and like 3 other random videos. And guess what? None of the above is what I am currently looking for. Anything new? No. Thanks anyways. Oh, almighty algorithm. I wonder what would happen if you click YouTube and you instantly get some video played. Like TikTok, for example. If you open TikTok, you get a video playing. You know what I mean? That, if you think about that, that is actually kind of fucking insane. Don't you think? It's like, whoa. I mean, it helps that they are short, I guess. But it's kind of like, whoa. And it's like, if you watch someone watching TikTok, I've realized this. It's like doing this. Then they stay a little bit. It's crazy. And I think at some point, they must stay a little bit. But I'm not there to see it. Because the scrolling motion is like so much. They scroll so much. I currently feel like I scroll more than I watch. I guess that is the default on some apps, for example. It's like the scrolling apps, that's the default in a way. Which is kind of insane if you think about it, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking about. I lost my train of thought. I mean, it's hard for me to speak in English even. So imagine in German. This week, I'm kind of proud of myself a little bit because I did go to like this store or whatever where the girl there treated me well and such. And like, even though I was awkward or whatever, it's like, I don't know, I can kind of communicate in German and this and like get myself understood, you know, which is interesting. I have turned off that you can hover over videos on YouTube to start watching them since it got so annoying. Remember the times where every YouTuber had a video that started the moment you opened the channel. I think that's actually a thing still, right? I mean, he's live, so his live will start playing, I think. Oh! Wait, you're right. It doesn't happen anymore. There is no like channel trailer anymore. I sometimes forget that English is also hard for you since I always hear you in English. I mean, it's actually hard, but not that hard, you know? Like like when I write in English a lot. When I think in English as well. So it's not that hard to talk in English. But it's harder than writing and thinking in English. It was so annoying that it did. So I am glad they removed that. I think from a creator perspective, I thought it was an interesting thing because you could put a channel trailer, like you could make a YouTube video saying who you are or something. And I thought that was interesting, right? As a creative challenge. It's like, what do I set as my channel trailer? But yeah, also user interface, I don't think I miss it, to be honest. I hadn't noticed it's gone, so... You could have made a video that got so many more clicks since you got a click whenever anyone wanted to look to your channel for any video. Yeah, to be honest, that's how some of my videos got so many clicks, I guess. Also, the watch through rate should have been awful. True. Hong. Whoa, I forgot about Hong. I can't find it. I'm trying to find the video that was my channel trainer, but I think maybe I have set my Tetris video. Lol. I don't know, this YouTube Studio page is weird. Or rather, why did you just remember him? Oh, it's not that I remember him. I'm looking at my YouTube Studio page, and here it tells you like the comments you haven't replied to, and I have a Hong comment here. Okay, let's go back to the New Year resolutions to see if I can work a little bit more on this. Think out loud a little bit. Let's write the style, voice, let's say appearance in general, right? Appearance, voice, body. But I don't know to what extent 2026 is relevant to this thing, right? But I guess maybe if by end of next year I've changed in some way that I like more, that's good. And if not, then that's, well, bad or whatever, right? I don't know, I guess I just don't have many goals for 2027. It's like, I guess what I mentioned earlier before of like being this worried about stuff, and then it's like I don't have an obsession or something, right? I'm not passionate about anything because I have other obsessions that are bad taking up my mind. Then it's like, same applies to resolutions, right? Resolutions imply something like, oh, yeah, you know. So it's like, besides getting my Susas Bescheinigung, so aka this is less like an obsession and a passion, and it's more like I need this to pay my bills, etc. while I stay here, right? It's like what's sustaining me. So beside that, but I like it, right? It's not a passion because I'm not for example, at the beginning I was much more passionate, I would say. At the beginning, when I came home, I would sometimes watch videos about trains or like be more involved in that, and like, I don't know, I feel like I was more passionate about it. Right now I would say I'm less passionate about it, not because of the thing intrinsically, because actually the thing itself is actually cool. I like the trains, and when I'm doing it, I feel like, oh, this is cool, right? But then when I come home, I realize I'm not obsessed about it, because I have other things like taking up mind space and things like this, right? That's kind of like where I'm at. So then I'm reading all of these things, right? And I'm like, why, right? I read make money online. It's like, no, I'm not going to make money online, right? It's like, I mean, it's not, I can't set it as a goal because it's just setting myself up to failure. Or like journal entries or whatever. Maybe I could write those, and I do think they are progression or whatever, but it's like, what if I don't get, if I write 50, or if I write 100, what if I write 10, what if I write 1? I don't know, it's like at the end of the day, I mean, if I write 1, that's bad. If I write 10, 1 per month, I mean, sure. I mean, it's like if I write 10, I could be like fine with it, I guess, right? It's like, okay, I wasted 20 euros in this fucking Leuchtturm 1917 notebook, but at least I wrote 10 things, right? Should I make something like finish my whatever, a goal? I don't know. It's like, will I feel bad if I haven't finished my notebook? I don't know. Make at least 10 YouTube videos. If this year I don't make 10 YouTube videos, will I be mad? Not really. I don't know. I feel like maybe this year I disappear. Not disappear. By the way, I still kinda like the Hey There Dilara song. Hey there Dilara, was geht up in Frankfurt City? I've been listening a lot to this guy. Like right now, when I play music, it's usually him, 06 Roy, or Paula Hartmann. Or maybe, I've been getting a lot into this kind of back on 74. See, for example, if I was kind of like feeling well about myself or whatever, I would sign up to some kind of dance class or something like this, right? I'm not going to play a lot of it, but I'm going to play the intro because I like the video itself a lot as well. The song I like, but the video I like more, and I like the song so much because I like the video.
Give it up for sister realness.
A little bit of pause. I don't know. It's like groovy. The choreography is like interesting. It has like a lot of color and all of this. I don't know. By the way, I know it looks like a PowerPoint. I don't know why things look like a PowerPoint on my computer. I don't know if it's because it's plugged into the PC, into the TV up there, if it's because it's just slow. But yeah, I know it looks like a fucking PowerPoint. But yeah, I like the choreography. It had like a Fortnite dance. Apparently, I looked up the song and then their suggestions were like Fortnite, and apparently it was like an emote in Fortnite because the dance is like pretty iconic. And yeah, I don't know. I like the expressivity of the dance, the clothes, the I don't know, and the vibes, the playfulness and such. So it's like if I were to like put on resolutions or something, but I don't want to put a resolution. But if I were to put something, it would be something like this, right? It would be like learn to dance or something. But I don't know. It's like I have so many things on my plate already that I don't know. I feel like I could do it, right? I feel like I could. I feel like if I was challenged with those things, like legit, not someone said, I challenge you to do it, no, but like if I had to do it for some reason, I would do it and I would enjoy it. But if I have to do the work of like signing up to the thing myself and like all this, then I wouldn't enjoy it. And like it would be like a load rather than I don't know. But from this guy, actually from 06 Roy, the songs that I've enjoyed most, I thought it was interesting, right? Because I follow him because of that song, which has like a very high voice, right? But then the songs that I've enjoyed most are like when he drops the voice, when he's like, he has a song that is like "Du hast gesagt," and he like it's like crazy that it's the same guy.
Hey Daddy Lara, was geht ab in Frankfurt City? Ich chill grad am HBF und ich stell Bock auf einen Gibbet, bist du down? Ich hab mit Kelly vorgebaut. Willst du ihn
Ich hab mit Kali vorgebaut.
Hey Daddy Lara, wir sind safe zur Zeit auf Scooter unterwegs. Du fällst nicht runter, halt dich fest.
Wir sind safe.
Du kannst die Biss an mein. Lass eine Body-Mische teilen, Double Cup mit Eis. Oh, rauch ein Chip mit mir, yeah. Rauch ein Chip mit mir. Rauch ein Chip mit mir, rauch ein Chip mit mir. Rauch ein Chip mit mir.
I really like Alt J, and one of my favorites was Bridge Blocks when I was younger. Now I watch the MV, and I mean, it didn't change anything for me liking the song, but it was confused for sure. I guess I have to watch that. I listen to a lot of music, but rarely watch any music videos. So sometimes I see the original music video from a song I know for years and think, what the fuck is happening in there? The beat is also like really good. Du hast gesagt. It's crazy, right? It's the same guy.
Ich hab gedacht, ja, du hast gesagt, bist kaputt an mir, aber das so was du immer wolltest. Zerstört uns beide, doch aus Trümmern baut man Schlösser, ja. Ich hab gedacht, das wär unsere Art und es bleibt so, bis wir old sind. Safe nicht leicht, doch in der Zukunft wär ich öfter da. Ich weiß, die Beziehung war toxisch, aber eigentlich waren wir schon nicht süß zusammen. Doch die Menge macht das Gift und es wurde bitter irgendwann. Glückliche Zeiten, ich hab dir gezeigt, wie man Liebe macht. Glückliche Zeiten schnell vorbei, 100% Niederschnitt. So viel Drama, so viel Stress, dass du kein Film auf Netflix. Emotionen noch runter, Blut hoch und mein Herz macht Backflips. Jede Nacht und Nacht.
The beat is like so good, in my opinion. Sadly, there's something I'd listen to since I like the Dilara song, but can't really listen to the rest. Because I also don't want to get recommendations for stuff like this, you know.
You may contain the urge, run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blows. Scissors in your fever, squeeze me again. Never kisses, or do you ever send a full stop?
Okay, let's see if I don't get. I'll watch it later. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's set to this. YouTube, I think I'm not going to put YouTube as like resolutions. I guess it's like a resolution is something that you have to kind of like actively accomplish, right? So I do have like the cardio day as a resolution because that is something that I would like to accomplish and that I haven't accomplished, you know? So it's like a step above. Make my German better, comfortable explaining things. I guess that is something where I'm not already there and I want to get there, but I don't know like on this which ones where I want to get to and in like a year. And yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. Let me check my notes to see if I have anything else to say. Not regarding this, regarding resolutions. I think I'm going to leave it there. Maybe if next week will come, the video will come. I doubt it. Let's ask Claude to see, like, Claude, what should my New Year resolutions be? Nail the training and get fully settled at Osman by autumn. Keep building your German technical vocabulary systematically. Secure your place in Munich, whether through Munich model or otherwise. Keep exploring your style without overthinking it. Continue the laser. Okay, that's interesting. Actually start, maybe 2025 the year to begin. 2026, by the way. Creative. Post more to Coscoro Drift or decide intentionally what you want the channel to be. Stay consistent with the gym. Maybe set a concrete strength goal for your glute workout. At some point, AI will tell us how to live without AI help and stuff. Real. Okay, the New Year's resolution of like, I guess I already accomplished the securing my place to live since I got the news. Oh, but did I talk about this on stream today? I think I did, right? Or no? I talked about it on the call with Jesus, but I didn't talk about it on stream, I think. I didn't mention it on the what happened each day. But, no, I did talk on Friday. We went to see the building, the new building where we're going to live, and we got a contract there for like a year. So, on that side, the 7 resolutions I actually put in your pocket. This is ChatGPT. I study less, but I study daily. 25 minutes a day, even on bad days. Weekly anchor. 1 longer session, 60-90 minutes, 1 review walk. Flashcards audio while walking. Mira, that's actually a decent idea, to be honest. German that works in real life, not just on paper. 10 minutes speaking out loud. Yes, alone counts. Daily. 1 real world rep. Phone call, appointment, small talk, whatever. Weekly. Monthly. 1 mini audit. What did I avoid saying this month? Then learn those phrases. If you're aiming at telk stuff again, treat it like a training for a sport, not a personality test. Protect your money like it's blood. 3 buckets. Essentials. Future you. Fun. 1 rule that changes everything. Eating out has a ceiling. Pick a number and don't negotiate with yourself midweek. Monthly ritual. 1 boring finance hour. Check spending, adjust limits, done. Health that supports your mood. Movement. 3 runs per week or 2 runs plus 1 long walk. Consistency beats heroics. Food. 2 decent meals per day. Baseline, not perfect, just decent. Body maintenance. Keep the medical checkups, blah, blah, blah. Build a style that feels true without self-billing. Resolution, no costume, only gradual alignment. Make 1 small upgrade that you'll actually wear. Rule, if something makes you feel worse, it's not brave. Make your creative work non-negotiable. 1 upload per month, your YouTube rhythm. 1 production block, script, edit plan, even if it's small, weekly. Keep a list, ideas that pull me forward. When you're tired, pick from the list instead of doom scrolling. Why? Your creativity is a precious value. Without it, you start suffocating in practicality. 1 community thread so you don't do everything alone. Monthly, 1 social action with intention. Meetup, class, museum, hobby group, anything that puts you near your kind of people. If you're in Munich, you can do this quietly and still do it consistently. Why? Isolation makes every problem feel like a prophecy. It's not. A few bonus spells if you want to go bigger. Tiny kitchen, tiny routines. 1 staple shopping list, 3 go-to meals, 1 weekly reset. Reduce friction. Prepare tomorrow's clothes plus bag every night. Boring, powerful. Stop waiting for perfect, blah, blah, blah. Pick 1 sentence to rule your year. Interesting. I mean, it's interesting reflection at least. Better than what I could come up for myself, I guess. What's the 1 area where you keep making promises and then quietly slipping away from them? Name it and I'll forge the resolution so it fits like a ring. That didn't have to matter. Ti, tu, ti, tu, ti, tu, ti, tu. I'm not sure. I want to paste the night resolutions to this to see what it answers in relation to that, or like my 2025 there. Or like the transcript of the video that I did talking about the resolutions and whether I accomplished them or not. Did I actually do the video or was it only a stream? I forgot. I can check YouTube channel, I guess. Status update September. Wow. Julio, agosto, septiembre, octubre, noviembre, enero. No, I didn't actually make a video of the resolutions. I mean, Swifties are the best. My videos, 28 thoughts during 28, 3 likes, 53 views. War of the Worlds Pure Kino, spoilers, 156, 100, 3 likes. Then, Why I Liked the Life of a Showgirl, 291 views, and then 16 likes. It's like the like ratio is insane. I guess many of them didn't watch, and just because I liked it, they're like, okay, like in the video. Oh yeah, I was going to check out my notes to see if I had some idea or something. Du hast gesagt. Ich habe gedacht. I do have a new idea for a video. It's like doing an analysis of the project cars that I have. I have a list of project cars and I wanted to like analyze them. But I guess I wanted to first plug it into ChatGPT or something like this. Ich habe gedacht. I can talk about it at least. Let's see. Boop. So I wanted to do I'm not sure if a video or I just wanted to analyze it, not really want a video, but I could make it a video to be honest. of me analyzing my project cars, the cars that I have a list of project cars. I can show it, to be honest. And I want to convert an AutoZam 8Z1 to left-hand drive. I want to convert a Ferrari 612 and put it Fiat badges. I want to make a Honda fitment, which is basically via Honda Fit, and make it stands with like really clean wheels fitment. A Volkswagen bought a V5 and make it DTM style, maybe an Audi with an Audi RS3 sedan kit or something like this. I then have a list of like I want to make a list of BTCC, WTCC, Japanese Super Turismo, things like that. Okay, cars with like potential to look like that. Gigi Alfonsine actually has a video about it. Clio Sport with Watanabe wheels. A Mercedes GLK off-road build. A Nissan Platina that looks DTM, kind of BTCC touring car way. A rally car from the 60s, but have a lot of like sponsors that are like blockchain companies or like AI companies, something like this, right? Something that is funny like that. Because of this tweet, I guess. A Ferrari Mondial sedan. This was just a funny idea. Seat Marbella using wood from a wood company called Maderas Marbella that is from my hometown. So kind of like a outside panel wagon type thing. Camperize a Kangoo Renault Kangoo Compact. A Rubik's Cube, aka a Nissan Cube with the colors of a Rubik's Cube. A Renault Clio with a blue tan leather interior. An MX-5 with a K8 V6 swap. A 320/26, a 323 V6 do it like this kind of style with with this kind of lenticle monoblock, well, not monoblock, the like central locking wheels and like this kind of like livery. An SL73 AMG out of a different SL. And a board stroke AMG V12. Then this car but sporty. Then you have VIP cars like this. VIP is like a style of cars that is like kind of Japanese mafia style. So they are like really luxury looking vehicles. So I always picture them like all black, chrome type wheels, and the interior with like lace and like white details and like cushions and things like this, and like little champagne glasses somewhere to hold champagne, these kind of things. And I have a list of all the cars that could fit this idea, and like also lower suspension, so like to be stands out. air suspension. And yeah, out of those ideas, I wanted to order them on like difficulty / realism, time estimates, and like put them into my life into a realistic way, having like all of my concerns that I have in life put there, like short term, mid term, long term, and then have like order them also in like the way to have them have as a jumping off point to bigger things, right? So for example, if a car can be a jumping off point into something bigger, for example, if I make a video of this project car that has like more chances to be like dope because of like storytelling, or because of like money, because I can sell it more expensive, or because of a business, right? Or because I can like use it as a brand as like a branding element for some brand, right? And then consider like the personal considerations of it, like will I like the journey of it, right? Will I like the act of like buying the car, going to the place and buying it, going to find a mechanic to work on the car to do the changes that I like, or those kind of things, right? I don't know. I keep thinking I want to do all these things, and then it's the weekend, I'm streaming, and I don't want to do it on stream, for example. I just want to sit in silence, look at chat, look at my phone, browse windows, just comment some things that come to mind randomly. For example, I bought some paper, big paper, A3, in order to like make some schematics or some like sum up things visual, to have them visual and having them big for things about this kind of, about the train, right? About things about the train to learn them. But then I don't do it. I mean, today I have a time left, so maybe and tomorrow I have to wake up at like 7:50, so I have to go to bed at like 11:50, right? 11:40 maybe. So it's not that bad. I can do something maybe later. But yeah. I don't know. I think this is like what I went with the passionate answer, but I have all of these kind of ideas that pop up, but then they fizzle out because I can't find kind of the energy to develop them. I wonder what I'd do if I had like all of the time in the world, if I was back to being unemployed, but I had like, I don't know, 2,000 euros to live in or whatever. Like if I had this same house paid for and like the same amount of money that I have now, or like maybe 500 euros less or something. What would I do? But more time, way more time, and I don't know. I will probably go to bed early today, so I'm wondering if I should make something more to eat. I don't really feel like it, not gonna lie, but I think since I have to work tomorrow, I have to eat something. I have already dinner made. It's like Japanese curry, that I made on Monday, I think, or like Tuesday, I don't know, or like Sunday. I don't know when I made it, to be honest, but it's been there on a Tupperware for like a week or something. And then today is like the last day I'm eating this curry, for fuck's sake, like finally. Right? And yeah. It's kind of crazy, like it's at the same time I'm like, during the week I'm like, whoa, I hope it's the weekend already. I mean, actually, I don't want to be like that because, for example, this Saturday was actually really good. I mean, I felt like really good. Because, for example, on Sunday, because the previous Friday was like when I went to the store to shop around and stuff, and like this girl treated me so well or whatever, and I don't know, and I bought like this kind of like clothes or whatever, so that when I woke up, I was wearing this, and I was like, I don't know, feeling like comfortable and like, I don't know, kind of sexy and all this, and I woke up in the morning like this, right? And then I went to buy some Game Boy Advance games, and I was like, I don't know, kind of like with this horse theme thing, like wearing my horse boots to the horse place, and I got some horse games actually. Like I don't know, it felt like really funny, and it was kind of sunny. It wasn't like raining or whatever, so I could enjoy the weather there. And even though I took the bus or whatever, it's like nice. And then I ate some food, and the food was already made because I made it the day before, so I didn't have to think about it. And then I was awaiting a call that didn't come. That came today. That call I was waiting it then yesterday, but yeah, I don't know. I was like, meanwhile I was doing some things. I was like writing a little bit. I was writing to ChatGPT. I mean, but I was also like talking to a friend, and I was also like, I don't know, watching a couple of YouTube videos. And I changed clothes, and I was wearing also the thing that I bought the previous day as well. And I don't know, it felt like just me living in kind of my bubble and like happy and all this. I had a cordon bleu, that's it. I might eat another later. I've never, like, cordon bleu, this from Reve, right? Or something like that, where you get them already done. Maybe I'll get one someday. This week, maybe, because this week I don't have anything planned to eat. Tomorrow, yes. Well, actually, I should make the dinner for tomorrow today. Well, actually not. The couscous, I have couscous to make. Oh yeah, but I do have to make lunch for tomorrow, like what I take there, which is going to be like, what is going to be for tomorrow? I have smoked salmon. I wanted to make some kind of smoked salmon wrap, but I don't know what I have. It's pre-made, like 4 in a bag, and I made one of them, and I was thinking about making another. I have tomato, but I don't know if I want to make a salmon tomato wrap. Maybe I make that for dinner, but then for lunch I have to make. Maybe for dinner I buy something to make a salmon tomato salad or something like this, or salmon tomato toast bread. I do have pumpernickel. I could use that. Anyways, I also have to think about the food situation for tomorrow. Oh, I forgot. I'll eat curry and then do that. I have chicken, and I have chicken for like two servings of chicken. And I was thinking putting it in a wrap maybe for tomorrow. But maybe not. I don't know. Because the salmon with nothing else feels a little bit like just a salmon wrap. I do have yogurt. No, I don't have yogurt either. So I can't make a yogurt sauce. I have cream cheese, but it's probably like rotten with like mold already. I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm closing stream. I'm figuring this eating thing out. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Durbesh, for watching. And to the 12 or so people that clicked and then left, less thank you. I mean, thank you for clicking, but I guess you weren't courageous enough to stay. And for that, I blame you. Or simply the algorithm didn't serve you correctly, which, fuck you, algorithm. But thank you for trying, at least. And thank you for watching, whoever is watching in the future. And yeah. See ya. Have a nice week. Hope you are feeling better this week as last week, where you were sick. And yeah, hope this week feels good to me as well. And I have driving on Thursday, and now we know more about trains or whatever, so we'll have to see how that goes. So yeah, bye bye. But what the fuck, my YouTube recommendations is 4 rows. It's 12 videos. That's it. Damn. Hope you find something good to watch.